Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another very saucy, happy edition of the North Bank Summit. The new season started. The sun has kind of been shining. Arsenal got 3 points yesterday. The world is in a great place. Well, let's start with my two co-hosts. A very warm welcome. Liam, how you doing, my friend?
Yeah, good evening, mate. Yep, all good here. Thank you very much.
Enjoy the weekend?
Up and down, but it finished superbly well. I enjoyed the 3 points.
Yes, it always helps put a smile on your face. Andy, everyone's favourite Northerner, how you doing, mate?
Favourite Northerner, get in. Yeah, all good up here.
Actually, no, you're second after Flintoff. Go on.
After who?
Andrew Flintoff.
Yeah, but all good up here in sunny northeast, and looking forward to the show.
Good man. And we have a special treat tonight. I can't even speak. I'm so excited. We don't just have one, but two guests tonight. Jonesy, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Been a good weekend. Good day today. Bathing in all these salty tears, which we'll talk about a bit later. But yeah,
It's unbelievable. You can always tell when Arsenal won a game, mate. It's about crying it goes on.
Exactly, mate.
It's like Exeter come with a box of tissues.
But no, all good, mate.
Yeah, good man. And last but not least, he had a great time last week, and he's back for another helping of fun. How you doing, George?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Yeah, not too bad. Obviously happy with the win. Obviously, apparently chips taste better in Manchester with a bit of salt on them. So, yeah, so I'm all good, mate. There's a lot of saltiness going around. I had it from Spurs last week because apparently I'm French and I celebrate like it was a national holiday, but they wouldn't do that apparently. But yeah, and then that happened yesterday. So looking forward to the show.
Yeah, good man. Well, before we delve into yesterday and the Leeds game next week and the transfer window, Liam's going to do a special draw.
Don't want Man City.
Yep. So good evening, guys. We're going to do the draw for the match day clock that was put out from Martin kindly yesterday. I believe we got something like 30 odd people that are in this draw. So let me get the screen up. When we can see the screen, as you can see, all we need to do is click and spin and see who's won this magical clock. So give me 2 seconds. Here we go.
Right, that's next time.
And the winner is Peter Smith. Well done, Peter.
Nice one, Pete.
Mate. Well done, Peter. I will message you a little bit later. I'll let Martin know as well, and he'll organise sending the clock to you. So, yeah, congratulations. Well done. And, yeah, everyone who is getting involved in the giveaways, still keep getting involved. I'm sure sooner or later your name will be spun out. So, yeah, thank you very much.
Well, Andy had left then because he hadn't won, but he's back. On the protest. And lad, right, well, congratulations, Pete. What a time you're having. Right, so let's go to yesterday's game then. Man United away, first game of the season. Now, we've all been Arsenal fans for God knows how long, and as shit as they have been for God knows how long. United, it's always a tough game for Arsenal, and yeah, everyone was hopeful, sign new players. It's exciting times. United has strengthened, but Jonesy, I was fairly confident. I don't know about yourself, but I thought, I don't see why we can't go out there and win.
Yeah, no, I was fairly confident before the game. When I saw the lineup, I was even more confident, to be honest. But then we saw which we're talking about in a bit. But it just reeked of a opening day game, didn't it? And especially at Old Trafford. I said this to Liam yesterday on the watch along. Any team, City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, any team that goes to Old Trafford on the first day of the season is going to struggle. It's going to be an absolute hard graft up there. United have got a point to prove. The fans were well up for it. And you know what? It wasn't pretty, but we got the job done and we got out of there. And we don't have to go back there, thank God, unless we get them in a cup. But yeah, it was pretty confident before the game. And the team looked really well set up as well.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, Liam, I saw we're talking great deal about our defence, but I just think it's amazing. We've got 4 wonderful fullbacks, and the good thing is, no one seems to know our strongest 4, like strongest 2 in the team. But I have to say, I thought White and Calafiori obviously scored the winner. But yeah, I thought they were great, and they bring on the other 2 later on. I just think it's such a weapon to have.
Yeah, won us the game yesterday, didn't it? If we're being totally honest, our defence once again. Look, when Saliba and Gabriel fit, we have a much different team. If Gabriel stays fit for the season, I think we get into a Champions League final last year, if I'm being totally honest. But we need to keep these guys fit. And I was worried a couple of weeks ago with Timber and Gabriel. And I think Arteta done the right thing with Timber yesterday. We need Gabriel in the team, and it was great to see him back. But do you know what? I know Andy's a big fan, big fan, but I just think we look much stronger with Calafiori at left back. And if he can stay fit, we're not going to concede many goals. And actually, we will become that set piece team again. And let's be honest, like people going on about us being Stoke City, we only can score from set pieces. But I remember the days when we couldn't score from anything. And we'd have 16, 18 corners and nothing would come from them. This is the difference between winning and losing games, or winning and drawing games, set pieces. And yet again yesterday, we were fortunate with what their keeper did, but at the end of the day, we put the ball in the back of the net. They didn't. Happy days, 3 points, we move on. And do you know what? We ain't got to go to Old Trafford for the rest of the season. Yeah. So at least the fans ain't got to worry about getting wet if it's a sort of winter's day and the water falling through the roof.
Right. And Jules, as you all know, I'll go into a little cricketing term where there's a player for Surrey in England called Sam Curran, and they say when he scores runs and takes wickets, they say Sam Curran makes things happen. Now, I would say the same thing about Ricardo Calafiori, because yesterday, he just not chaotic, but when he gets forward, he's just always there. He's always making things happen. He was just there in the right place at the right time it's the easiest goal we'll ever score, but he had to be there.
Yeah, mate. I think I said on the show last week I really like Lewis Skelly, but I think people forget how old he actually still is. Like he's still got a long time of him being around the squad, squad mainly being in the first team. But Calafiori, I just think, makes us a lot more solid. Like you say, he can go forward. He can defend as well. And at the end of the day, he owns Manchester, doesn't he? Like let's have it right. Like. Scored against City, scored against United. But yeah, generally I think Calafiori's brilliant. Like Liam said, it's all more about keeping him fit. If we can keep him fit, then like you say, the set pieces coming. And mate, I don't give a fuck if we score from set pieces every week. Like if we played like that and won 1-0 37 games, where are all these like so-called like engagement farmers on Twitter saying about this person's got to go, this pressure's under him. If we win the title, like what are you going to tell me? I know that they probably still won't be happy, but it just winds me up. We beat Man.
Imagine the tears.
Yeah,
we won 1-0.
We beat Man United away from home, where in the summer people said, "Oh, we've got to turn those draws into wins." Well, they've bloody just done it. Stop moaning.
No, exactly that. And Andy, I mean, Calafiori, I don't know, away from home, he seems to be different to when he's playing at home. I don't know what it is. It just seems to come more alive.
You're on mute, mate. Are you on mute?
He's speechless.
There you go. He's turning to me.
It's that Northern Wi-Fi.
No, your sound's not there, mate.
Yeah, he's in the field. Not an Emmerdale farm, is he?
We're having some right difficulties there, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's all right, yeah. We're like the Man United goalkeeper.
We ain't dropped anything yet.
This ain't flat to anything yet. Yeah.
I just thought it was really good of the Man United goalkeeper to do his best impression of Onana. I did think that was kind of, at least they're consistent.
It was fun though, isn't it? Because the cup game last year, he was unbelievable, saving penalties, making save after save, and then they never really played him again. And yeah, I don't know what
that's
happened,
what always made me laugh. That they spent the money they spent, but they didn't buy a goalkeeper. What they actually needed.
No. I apologise, everybody. I think Andy didn't like my question.
Just be a bit worried if United do pick up someone like Donnarumma.
Yeah.
Well, that's the worry.
Yeah.
I worry about
I think
them
he'll
and
go
Chelsea,
City, personally.
You know,
Because
that'd be amazing.
yeah, it looks like
Trafford,
Ederson's
though.
off, so I'd feel sorry for Trafford, but
Here he is. He's come back to us. Can you hear us, Andy? Oh no!
Restream's not owned by a Man
Right.
United fan, is it? Like,
I'll let him sort. Regards to the mid. Oh, hang on, my internet's going to shit now. Here we go. Oh, it's back. No, here we go. Nothing but the best, ladies and gentlemen. So, with regards to the midfield, Zubimendi started as expected alongside Rice and Odegaard.
Yeah.
Now, it was a funny performance. Well, all three, really. There's a rumours going around that Rice wasn't well. I thought Zubimendi grew into the game, and Odegaard had spells. Well, yeah, it's just frustrating because the front three. I don't know. Half the time, it just feels to me, Jonesy, that Martinelli and Saka were on the moon when Odegaard was trying to pass the ball.
Yeah, I mean, the guy above me got fed up with me, kept mentioning Odegaard's name all stream on the watch along because every time...
He was certain times, and he going there was like he looked silky and he looked good and he did like nutmeg and that. But there's other times you're trying to feel, especially I think we'll talk about that, the transitions from corners with breaking. And I just don't know what Martinelli and Saka were doing. I don't think they were helping him at all with their runs. The
thing is, I think Odegaard, he was a bit slow. He wasn't as sharp as he was, or what he has been. We've seen in the past. He just took that extra touch. He could have slotted in. I think it was Gyökeres at one point, but he sent him too wide. He just seemed very off it. And like I say, look, it's first game of the season. The boys are going to be off it. They've got a new striker they've got to work with. He's got to learn their game.
Yep.
They've got to learn his game. It's going to take a while for him to gel up that front. You know, I hope people expecting him to bang in on his debut a hat-trick and stuff like that. You know, that's Football Manager or FIFA. It's not real life. But no, I think with Martinelli, Saka was pretty poor. Martinelli was Martinelli, who I've now nicknamed him Fartinelli.
I like that.
But he just wasn't at the races, Odegaard, for me yesterday. But I still, you know what? I still have faith in him. I still think he can come good. There is something there with Odegaard. We've seen it, but he just needs to get that sharpness. And I don't know what it is. This last year and a half, since he's had the baby, really, he just hasn't looked on it. I don't know if it's late nights, but I don't know what it is. He just needs to kind of step up his game a bit more.
I think he'll be all right. I think.
It's easy to write him off nowadays.
They were rusty. Yeah, you know, it's just they're still learning with Zubimendi. You know, who's doing what, who's doing where. I mean, Man United, to be fair, they look quite lively. Cunha caused a lot of problems.
Yeah,
but you know they didn't score. Happy days. You mentioned Sexy Victor. I mean, I think he's been very unfairly criticised. Some absolute shithead on Sky Sports News today called Charlie Austin, who allegedly played football for QPR and some other shit teams. And he thinks he's got the right to start slagging him off. And there's quite a few people all of a sudden writing him off and saying, oh, he's a flat track bully and this and that. I mean, Jesus Christ, give the guy a break.
Did you hear what
He's been in this country
said?
about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, he's hardly played a sausage for us. And this is how it's probably going to be. I don't see the treatment for Sesko. No one seems to be having a go at him. And it's just the same old shit, Liam, innit? If it's an Arsenal player, they just like to have a good old moan. I know you've got a little feeling, so you go.
It's just another cheap dig, isn't it? Like, the geezer has come into the football club. He's probably had a game and a half with the team. He's obviously not fully up to scratch yet because he hasn't really played with the team. Yeah, he's got a good header in the Emirates Cup the other week, but I expect better from a bloke like Charlie Austin, a bloke who's played in the Premier League, who knows what it's like the demands of playing in the Premier League. Look, Charlie Austin didn't have a bad scoring record, to be fair, 34 goals in 111 games. But let's be honest, Charlie, Gorka done that in about 34 games for his other teams, and he's got a little bit of a better international record of you. So I wouldn't be putting him down just yet. And I think it's a cheap dig by yourself. And let's be honest, it's to make yourself relevant. That's what it is. It's to make yourself relevant. And really, I think you're embarrassing yourself. And I think a lot of people are embarrassing themselves nowadays. Like anything to get a cheap dig. Like I couldn't really be interested in other teams, in other teams' individuals, but the obsession with Arsenal players is unreal. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Odegaard I didn't think Odegaard had a great game yesterday, yet again. But it's the first game of the season, and we've gone to Old Trafford the first game of the season. We've gone to Manchester United, yeah, right? Everyone's going, but yeah, they finished 16th last year. Yeah, but it's still Manchester United. It's still the rivalry.
We drew with them last year, don't forget.
Yeah, we drew with them because they raised their game, and they always raise their game. And I'd always say, and I was correct again to say it'll be a tight game, and it was a tight game. Did we deserve to win it? Probably not. But as I said before, we put the ball in the back of the net. They didn't. And yeah, we'll get better, but they've got to try and maintain that level. And we'll see how they get on over the season. I do think there'll be a better team this season. Personally, I did see a lot more better things out of Manchester United than what I've seen over the last year, but it weren't an easy first game. It weren't an easy first game for people like Subamendi, for people like Gorka to be thrown straight into your first Premier League game away at Old Trafford. And I just think, do you know what? I don't think the performance really matters when you start looking at it like that, because I think they're going to be nervous going to Old Trafford first game of the season. They haven't got any games really behind them. And it was just about getting in there and getting back out with the 3 points. And do you know what? That's what we did. And no one wins the league on the first game of the season. No one wins the league on the first game of the season. Let me tell you that much. Yeah, Man City might have banged 4 past Wolves, but we see Man City bang 7 past teams. And then being consistent like I did last year. So I think people should wind their necks in a little bit. Do you know what I mean? If anything, I'll be more talking about Liverpool's defensive frailties, like against Crystal Palace and against Bournemouth the other night. But nothing said about that, isn't it? Because actually, they score 4 goals. But I love it. I'm going to be totally honest with you, right? And I said this to my brother today when he was giving me a little bit of chip. I actually love it that we're hated. I absolutely love it, right? Tony Adams must have loved that, even though he's had a few cheap digs himself in the last week on our tower. He'd have loved that. And I'll tell you who else would have loved that, George Graham. Yeah. George Graham would have sat there like last night loving that kind of performance, just because you know what? That was a rear guard performance. And we have got the defence, when fully fit, to go anywhere and defend like that. And I just think we'll get better now. We'll get better. We'll still potentially do business leading up to the end of August. I'm not really worried at the moment. Like I was worried. I felt this first game, if we won it, it actually buys Berta and Arteta another week in the transfer market. And we ain't got to go to Old Trafford now, so I'm well happy with the 3 points. I'm well happy. The performance, I don't really care now. We won the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely that. And talk about how good the defence was. I mean, especially mentioned George. I think that's to go to David Raya. He made, 2 off the top of my head, 2 stunning saves at vital times in the game. And it just shows how important it is to have a quality.
Yeah, mate. That's why it frustrates me, because there's been some stuff he's done recently, and you think, what the fuck are you doing, Raya? But on his day, this is me putting it out there. Apart from maybe Donnarumma, I don't think there's a better goalkeeper than Raya on his day. And the amount of times he's saved us in situations and how many great saves he's made. You don't get Golden Glove for the last couple of seasons if you're shit in goal, do you? But I do get I get the frustration from people. But if he. I don't know. I just thought yesterday he was brilliant as well, especially that one he just tipped around the side of the goal as well.
It was great.
Yeah, I can't really speak any highly. Everyone knows how much of a fan I am of him, but I do get that he does make some silly mistakes, in the first. But then we could say that about Saliba as well, because I thought in the first few minutes I was a bit worried about him.
He was a bit jittery, yes.
But then afterwards he was brilliant. But yeah, and I think that's the thing with Raya. He kind of can keep other teams in a game, but he can win you the game as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I have to say, I mean, the goalie kit as well as the white kit, it's unbelievable, sexy pieces.
Yeah, I just can't think of a better on his day. Yeah, I can't think of a better goalkeeper than maybe. I know
he's excellent. His shot stopping
Donnarumma, but
unbelievable.
Like maybe
Donnarumma's so good now. He's without a club at the moment.
Yeah, but I just don't like. Let's be honest. Like we've seen Raya, he saved us some massive in some games. It's been the Raya show, like and consistently. Is it last 2 seasons he's won the Golden Glove, or one was joint, one was he won outright?
Yes.
But you know what I mean? Like, I just like I keep going back to. Like in the semi final, the only difference between that was Donnarumma, but Raya has that ability, and I do believe that to have one of those games that could take us. Like Raya on his own could make some big saves this season that wins us the title.
And
maybe that one of them was
started off that way.
Yeah, maybe one of them was what happened yesterday. Like I personally, I think there's too many people that play FIFA or EA, whatever it's called now. I'm over the age of 30. I don't know what it's called anymore.
Yeah, I ain't got time.
But like, you're not gonna go and play every week and smash someone 5 or 6-0. You're not prime Barcelona from the early 2000s. You're gonna go to Man United, right, and put a performance in that could be really, really bad. But what does it matter if you win? Like, if we're looking back at the end of the season and thinking, oh, do you know what? And we've won the title by 2 points or something. Like, I just don't get it. If we're playing like that week in, week out, then maybe I get the frustration. But I just think we've seen it before. Arteta's gone to these teams. Like, look, he went and look how he defended against Man City the other year when we drew 0-0. Like, so it's not new. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, but instead we're getting the results. Like what Arteta said when he started there, I think they hadn't won at a big, like a top 4, top 6 club for ages, and now we're unbeaten. So in 22 games, and we've just beat Man United away from home, and everyone's pissed off. It just shows like that's the levels that Arteta's brought us to.
Yeah, no, very true. Thank you for all the lovely messages that are coming through, by the way. Catherine, Andy, Gavin, Andrew, I see them all. Catherine, you're very true. No one is talking about how rubbish West Ham are, and Chelsea couldn't,
I did say on the show last week I thought they were going down.
Well, his evil twin was playing yesterday. Cole Palmer, Mr. Overrated. Jesus Christ. He was absolutely atrocious yesterday. It was as bad as the refereeing decisions. Apparently, you're allowed to punch a player in the head down and not get a penalty. It's incredible.
How you doing, Gav? I see
Incredible.
how Gav put a message at the start that we was really lucky. Not as lucky as you, pal. Without just allowed goal for Palace.
No, exactly.
I
And that
wouldn't say
penalty
that
decision.
lot, Gav, if I was you.
But they are the champions of the world.
But yeah, I said about West Ham last week, and I said they're awful. But I didn't think they were that. Awful.
Yeah, them and Brentford were going to struggle.
Yeah, I didn't think they were that awful.
Where was their new John Terry yesterday? I thought Donald Trump would be there.
And in regards to the second half, obviously, I thought it was really good. I know it's the start of the season and everyone's fit. They just made a nice change. All the substitutes coming on, Josie. Really good players. We were replacing quality players coming off and quality players coming on. And you didn't have to worry that 16, 17-year-olds are coming on, or like a fifth fullback was coming on. Everyone was coming into a position. Havertz, I thought he did a good job when he came on. Looked hungry. Madawaki was, trying. He was getting up around. Eager is the word I'd use. And obviously Timber and Miles Skelly look like they haven't been away. But as I keep saying, it's all about the squad. And at the moment, it's
the squad depth yesterday was great to see. Like you say, it's great to have players that can come on in their right positions as well, and we're not having to put someone here so someone can go right back and chop and change it all around. We can have like for like subs now. And if you think about it, there's still people to add to it. Like you say, Gabriel Jesus is still yet to come back into there. Norgard as well wasn't there. Max Dowman, he went with the squad but didn't actually make the bench. But you add them into that as well. Waneri. You add them into that as well as possibly another one, maybe 2 signings, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Exciting.
Then the squad is looking the best it's looked in, goodness knows. I can't remember when our squad looked so good. I think, to me personally, our squad looked this strong was like when we had Henry and then we could bring on Adebayor or we could bring on Van Persie. That's when we was really strong as well on the bench. But it's getting back to that sort of stage where when you see your sub coming on, you're not worried. You're thinking to yourself, that person can do just as well as a job, or that person could even start next week, and that person going off could be the sub. It's great to see. And like you say, it takes the pressure off these young kids as well, that when they do come on, they don't feel they have to be the game changers. They can help out rather than having to do it all their own. But yeah, it was great to see.
Yeah,
absolutely superb. And obviously, we roll on to next rest. Obviously, Leeds are playing now. Is it still 0-0? Does anyone know?
Still 0-0, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So, doesn't look like anyone picks up any injuries. I mean, not being funny, first home game in front of a sellout crowd. We'd like to think what's going to happen, Liam. Should newly promoted team come up? I mean, I remember Leeds a few years ago when they come up Bielsa and they had a real old goal. Gung-ho attacking, a bit crazy at the back. Obviously, Daniel Farker sets his teams up much more solidly. Yeah. Obviously, they've got a few lively players. Jan James is very quick. Joel Pirro up top. They haven't really signed too many players. I know they've got a new keeper because they have a lad. They had that Melier, who's dreadful, to be quite frank. And they've got another centre half and a midfielder. But
they've got Calvert-Lewin now as well.
Oh yes, to the free. Oh yeah.
So I don't know if that's actually gone through.
Player. He's a wonderful player. I'll just say that just in case. But Sunderland have really gone for it. They've spent a lot of money and they did very well the other day. Leeds, I'm not so sure how they're going to do this year, and because it's Leeds, you never know what you're going to get with them.
No, I'm confident on Saturday. I'm quite confident Saturday. I think with the squad we've got at the moment, and with there being 6 days rest, and there's no games in between the weeks, I'm quite confident that Mikel Arteta will get them training again all week, improve on their fitness, and I think we go out there Saturday and do a professional job Saturday. I think Gilchrist scores Saturday, and I think players like Saka are a different animal when they're at the Emirates. It's the first game of our season at the Emirates. North London for everybody plays. There'll be loads of drinks, loads of beers. 5:30 kickoff. We'll go and win quite comfortably, and then we'll get pissed up after. And that's what's going to happen Saturday. Right? Because that's how we roll. But I am quite confident Saturday. Look, I'm going to be totally honest here with teams like Leeds, Burnley. Don't want to go into Sunderland so much because I think they've recruited well. But these teams that are coming up are finding the divide from coming from the Championship to the Premier League very, very hard. And we're seeing that by the teams that are coming up are going back down. And I just think there's a massive golfing class. And let's be honest, as long as we turn up, we should win the game quite comfortably. And that is no disrespect to Leeds, but that's where we're at and that's where they're at. And I think that they'll come there, try and park the bus as they will do, and rightly should do, and try and hit us on a counter-attack. But come on, we should have enough, mate, on Saturday. Like, there shouldn't be any injuries. Like you said, you look at the bench that you can pick upon. I'll be very, very surprised if we didn't get the 3 points. And this is where we've got to be totally different now. Is we've got to be more ruthless at home. And I just go back to the Brighton game at home at the start of last season. It was the second home game where it was 1-0 up and we wasn't ruthless. And we should have been 3-0 up by the time Declan Rice got sent off. And we didn't win the game. We've got to be ruthless now. We need to put teams to bed in the first 40 to 60 minutes. That's the difference now.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Too many times last year, mate. Too many times last year. Look at even the back end of the season. Yeah, I know that the players probably dropped off a little bit, but our home form was atrocious at the end of last season.
Yeah.
Palace,
It was awful.
Bournemouth, Brentford. All because we didn't score the goals quickly. We didn't score what we created. And that's where Gyökeres is going to be different. And I'll put something else out there that I'm hearing, that Gyökeres is just a flat track bully. Well, if he is a flat track bully, do you know what? That actually might win us the Premier League. Because actually, when you look at the last 3 years, we haven't lost to an apparent top 6 club. We haven't lost to them. Where our problems have been is when we go and play Fulham away. Do you know what I mean? We go Brighton away. They're the problems. The team's West Ham. They're the problems, the ones that we don't put to bed. And this is where I think Gyökeres will come in his own. And this is where I think he'll be a big difference maker. So as it goes, yeah, he might be a flat track bully. But you know what? I take that all day long. Because as long as he does that to the smaller teams and we don't lose to the bigger teams, I think we've got a great chance of winning the league.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, we win another 30 games and we've won the league, let's be honest. I don't think anyone will stop us by then. Well, Jonesy, I mean, I don't want to pick on him too much, especially Saka, but I thought him and Martinelli's performance were very flat yesterday. I don't know. I just thought Martinelli, he was non-existent, and Saka, he just couldn't get into the game, and he just didn't look like Saka really. I mean, I presume those two will start on Sunday, but obviously now we've got a fully fit squad. He could make a few changes. I mean, as Liam said, we need to be ruthless. Does Arteta need to be ruthless?
Yeah, no, I said as well yesterday, for me, if I was to change anything for Saturday, I'd bring in Timber for White and I'd bring in Madueke for Martinelli. They'll probably be the only two changes I'd make. Saka, wasn't great at all yesterday, but I just feel he wasn't doing what he does best. Like, we never saw the overlapping runs from Ben White that we saw when them two were playing on that side a season ago. Martinelli, like you said, non-existent. When he does get the ball, mate, he looks like a giraffe that's just been born. He just runs, but then he don't know what to do. So he just loses it. He's an absolute. He's got to me, I'm not going to judge. He's a footballer, right? I'm not. But to me, what I can see, he's got no footballing brain. Like, it's that final third of the game where he's got the pace, he's got the raw talent, but he seems like he panics. And he just kicks it out of play, or he puts in a wide cross, or he goes for a shot when he could have played in someone. Saka needs to up his game next game, and I'm sure Saka will. I think he's getting found out a bit, as I think Liam mentioned that yesterday, and I think that's to do with a bit of how Arteta plays him. Gyökeres, the front three, he'll come good, 100%. You saw yesterday, he had a few times where he bullied the lit, and I fucking loved that, where he just nudged him off the ball.
He's a big beast, isn't he?
Yeah, I was like, fucking have that, you can. But no, I fully expect Saturday, as Liam said, to be a much better performance. First home game of the season. The place will be rocking. It'll be absolutely rocking, and I expect some big goals as well. But yeah, they're the only two changes I'll make. Hopefully, maybe someone new we could see Saturday, maybe being presented if we get some business done this week. But that's just me praying at night. But yeah. Eze to walk out half time to be presented to the fans.
That would be nice.
It would be lovely.
Yeah. I see. Yeah, there's a lot to happen. I mean, George, would you make many changes for Saturday?
Same as Jonesy, to be fair. I thought when Timber come on, he was brilliant on yesterday.
Specimen, isn't he?
Yeah, I just think he's so, maybe it's harsh. I just think he's so much better than Ben White. I know we say about the overlapping runs, what Ben White and Saka are doing, but they've not done that for a while. But just Timber just brings another level to us, I think. I tell you, Madueke, when he came on yesterday, was probably the best player I've seen play on the left for about 5 years. So, I think Madueke deserves a chance there until we sign Rodrigo, obviously. No, I wouldn't be dead against seeing Lewis Skelly start instead of Calafiori and just wrap him up a bit in cotton wool for the Liverpool game. I think we should have enough to have Lewis Skelly at left back and not Calafiori. I just think we need to have the back five that played yesterday for Liverpool away for me, because I think we've seen attacking wise Liverpool good, but defensively, they've got more holes in them than when you get your eyes tested on the eye scan bin. So yeah, I'd probably keep it like that. I agree with Liam that I think we're going to see a different Arsenal on Saturday. We're at home and all that. The atmosphere will be really good, hopefully. Yeah, I think it'll be good. I have to find out who the legend is that we could all be seeing. So yeah.
Sorry, George. Scotty has just put more chance than Liam getting.
I think that's a few others who come to the coronet, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah.
Zero comment.
Liam, he don't take liberties. But yeah, so looking forward to it. Yeah, that's the team I would pick. And I know what was the way Leeds are and stuff. I don't think they've done enough really. They've got a couple of players that are quite good, like Antonio. Antonio Stacky's quite good, and that. But that's it. I don't think they've got enough goals in them. I think Liam's right as well. We will see Gyökeres. I think I'm calling it now. I reckon Gyökeres hat-trick on Saturday.
Oh, lovely. 7-0.
My FPL team's calling that as well. So might be a bit more to do with that.
We've all got him, yeah.
Yeah,
we'll be captaining him on Saturday. So
yeah, I just I don't think he was as bad. I don't know. Maybe I don't think he was as bad as everyone's making out. But I like it when everyone's like slagging him off, because it means they're scared. Because they only either slag our players off to become relevant, like Liam said. Like Jamie O'Hara, mate, he's topped it now. Said Richarlison's going to score more goals.
I see. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
But and like Charlie Austin and other people, but. Like, at the end of the day, like, what did Sesko do? Like, even the build-up he got when he come on Sesko, he's 6'6".
He didn't touch the ball, did he?
Yeah,
Harry Maguire touched the ball more than he did.
I was like, well, I was saying to Tash about it. I went, well, Jonesy's about that. They don't building him up, are they? Like, why are they going on about Sesko?
It's much sexier as well.
Yeah, I know. I'd rather see, but yeah, but yeah. So I think could be positive on Saturday. Well, hope it should be.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Thank you very much for taking the time out. Come and see us. Hope you're all doing well.
There was a fullback that was called Xavier, wasn't there?
Yeah.
How's it going, Crispy?
Oh, Crispy, yeah.
And obviously, Liam, with regards to the Leeds game, obviously, as Georgia just mentioned, obviously Liverpool's after that. So if we can do an Arsenal bold and go 3-4-0 up early on, it's good that he's got the squad to rotate and make changes.
Yeah, exactly. That's the key thing, isn't it? Is do you know what? This is a difference now, and this is what
we need. Yeah. We need the back five.
But this is what's frustrating me over the years. But I kind of get it. I do kind of get it. But Arteta's never been reserved to go to the bench, and I've always felt like it's a bit of a dig at the ball that my squad's not strong enough. Well, this year, mate, his squad is strong enough, and to be fair, he started off this season by taking 5 off. And like one thing I think he needs to learn is to rotate players better. And look, as I said last year, there was games Gabriel didn't need to play, especially in them Champions League games in January. He didn't need to play in them games. Rest him for a week. Do you know what I mean? Give him a bit of time off.
So some of the Carabao Cup games he was playing as well.
Exactly. But that squad's now strong. And if we do a bit more business and get the left winger in, actually, we're more than ready to compete on every single front. But I just feel at times, right, he never really had faith in people like Kiwior. But when he did have to put the faith in him in the end, because it was forced upon him, actually Kiwior didn't let him down whatsoever. So yeah, he needs to use the bench.
He's been burnt though, hasn't he, Liam? Like in the past, like when he's had to resort back to people like Sterling or Fabio Vieira, and I think that hasn't really.
They're e-signings,
Yeah, that's
though,
what I
mate.
mean, though, and I don't think that's
e-signings.
really helped him.
Yeah, no, I agree and I disagree. I agree that obviously they've not been good enough, but I didn't think Vieira was that bad. And if I'm being totally honest, I just think that he was just a little bit too lightweight, and he's another player who's probably coming at a time where actually, because the whole squad went around him, it just didn't work out for him. But it is partly down to it has been partly down to squad management. Do you know what I mean? Over the years and contracts given. Like, let's be honest, last year we had 4 or 5 left backs on the bench.
Yeah, which was ridiculous.
Like, it was just not good management, was it? In terms of obviously what we was buying and what we was selling. And as we're seeing this year, yet again, we can't sell players for love of money. We just can't sell players for love of money, and this is the reason why we get stuck in this predicament where we're waiting for players to go out to be able to get players to go in. And because of the case, it could potentially mean that we lose a player that actually the whole fan base was united inside.
I wonder who that falls on, like with the selling players, because like with Edu, just for example, he got rid of Hutchinson, wasn't it, for hardly anything. But then he's at Forest and he's just spent 30 odd million on Hutchinson. So like, no, I know people like they might blame the director of football, but I just wonder if it's higher. Like some of these players are quite wage wise. Like Zinchenko, everyone says Zinchenko's going to leave. He ain't going to walk away from 100 and whatever grand a week, is he?
Nah, like he's going to be more than happy to sit on that for the rest of the season. He's one player that I would get out the door. If one player that I do worry about in terms of morale, in terms of anything, it's him. But I just think at times, right. Like, look, I think this is what I think happened with the likes of Zinchenko. Right, when we brought him in, we never expected to soar so quickly, and I think the spike was actually quite incredible because when we brought Zinchenko and Jason, they were probably signed to get us into the top 4. But actually, what they did was they got us into title races, but couldn't get over the line. And because of that, actually now we need players that will get us over the line. And it's identifying the players that will get us over the line. But at the same time, players like Zinchenko and Jesus were given big money because at the time they were seen as big players for us. Do you know what I mean? So I'm hoping that this situation is like probably the last time and period that we get dragged into something like this, because it's frustrating to see that you got Vieira, Lokonga, Nelson. Do you know what I mean? The list goes on, don't it? The list goes on that they're still sitting in this club, and me and you, we all know what's going to happen by the end of the window. They're all going to go out on loan like usual. Like, I don't see really many people getting sold. That's what
annoys me about like we're not. With us from like Liverpool have just got rid of one of their youngsters. I can't remember his name.
Ben Doak.
Like 20 odd million.
£1 million.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, Liverpool spent all this money. But then if you actually analyse it, they have spent money. But look at their sales. It's over 100 million already, and a couple of them are like, if that was Arsenal, like you said, it would be a loan. Like Reece, look at Nelson, like he's Premier League experience, but we can't give him away. And that's the only thing that frustrates me with Arsenal. And it's been going on for a long, long time. I think the last time we sold well, you guys could correct me, it's probably Joe Willock. I might have missed someone in that time, but it's not. It was either him or Chamberlain. And how long ago was that?
Iwobi as well.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? And we have got players that, like, we shouldn't be wanting, like, even like the Vieira money, like, apparently it's like 15 or 17 million. For someone what Fabio Vieira done, like, for Porto last season, you know what I mean? It should be a little bit more, but I don't know. Like, even like, I know we said if Martinelli was up for sale, would we take 70 or 80 million? I don't think we would ever get anywhere near that because we can't sell. And I don't know whose fault. I don't know whose fault that is. I don't. Do you blame Berta? I don't think you do. I think it's got to be the Kroenkes.
There's a constant trend though. If you look back even further, we've never been great from when we sold Overmars and Petit to Barcelona. That was a snip. Henry to Barcelona. I know Henry was actually in the career.
Yeah.
Even like the likes of these players, you know, look at the Sanchez deal, look at the Van Persie deal. They're all shit deals. Like, I don't think we've ever sold a player.
Sold Van Persie for 30 million. I mean, 30 million.
And I don't know why that become a thing when it did at first, and is it now just that Arsenal have a reputation that they'll probably pay over the price for people potentially, and
sell for peanuts?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's the only thing I've never understood.
It's something there. There's really.
Say Chamberlain's been linked with us at Birmingham today.
Is he still playing? I didn't even know he's still playing.
Yeah, he's at Besiktas. He's 32. He's got a year left on his contract. Yeah, I don't think he's really done much over there. But...
He ain't done really much.
Best thing he done was bagging one quarter little mix, isn't it?
He's the only one I know who's been on crutches most of the season and wins trophies.
There you go.
Do you know what? His best position I see him play for us as wing back.
Yeah.
His best position he played for us as wing back, and he won a trophy. Do you know what I mean? Then he picked solid. It worked out for him because he got a Champions League trophy. But let's be frankly honest, he weren't massively involved in it. You know what I mean?
No. Right, so before we go into transfers and what we hope might happen, right, so we'll do predictions for Super Leeds on Saturday. Liam, I'll start with you.
4-0.
Love that. I'm going to go 5-0. Jonesy?
Yeah, 5 as well.
Good boy. George?
6.
Yeah, sexy beast. Oh, I love that. That would be a very, very enjoyable.
6th one would be Martinelli doing a knee slide in front of me, Jonesy, and Liam, I reckon.
Yeah, with a t-shirt that says...
So I heard you on the podcast.
Oh, wouldn't that be good?
Oh, dear.
So while we're all celebrating that, we'll be tuned in to... the top of my head. So the transfer deadline... is that a week and a bit's time? Was it the 31st again? I haven't got a clue, to be honest.
I think it's...
Is it later?
Is it 2 Mondays' time?
Yeah.
It's normally around the 1st.
Yeah, I think it will.
Go on, G, 3-0.
Let me have a look.
Yeah, we'll have that, G. Any win will do. 3-1. Go on, Charles.
Well, we can
Super League's going to get a goal past Mighty Arsenal.
1st of September.
Yeah, so
September.
2 Mondays' time.
And that's a Monday, is it? Okay.
Oh, that would be a good North Bank show.
Yeah.
Transfer deadline.
Might want a pink suit.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't think I'm going to fit into it anymore.
Well,
I'll just wave it around
if we beat Liverpool, I'll tell you what, if we beat Liverpool away here, can we get the pink suit up?
I might have to beforehand. Yeah, go on then. Yeah, I'll do that for you. To find it, is it? 4-1, yeah. All these scorelines are beautiful. So, with regards to transfers, obviously we've had a wonderful transfer window so far. We'll talk about the people we're hoping for. I mean, the two people that keep coming up, Jonesy, Eze and Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Now the latest seems to be, his release clause thing is now finished.
Mm-hmm.
Spurs seems to be the favourites. All jokes aside, I mean, the way I see it, I think if he goes to Spurs, he plays every week. If he comes to Arsenal, he doesn't. He's 27. If he comes to Arsenal, he could add to that collection. If he goes to Spurs, he won't. So, I can't help myself. But, yeah, a lot of Arsenal fans want him. I'm in the take it or leave it camp.
Yeah.
And obviously there's other people that think, Rodrigo, it's going to be one or the other. But then other people are saying, we could be both. Obviously, it would be great if we could get both. But, how much are they both going to cost?
I'm kind of in, obviously, it's 2 minds. I'd love Eze. I always love a kid who, wants to come back to his club as he's got a point to prove. And because obviously we released him and stuff like that, which... Yeah, I always feel that's the face. I then see on the other side, if he does come in, does that hinder chances for Ethan and obviously Max this season? It's a tough one. If he wants to go Spurs, look, at the end of the day, he wants to go Spurs, he goes Spurs. You know what I mean? There's nothing me or you or anybody.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly.
He wants to play football. He's getting on a little bit.
I reckon he does play if he comes for us, though. I do disagree with that. I reckon he plays from the left. He could do a job out there and cut in and side, a bit like we saw Henry used to do. he used to start on the left and cut in and stuff like that. Not saying he's in the category before anyone jumps on my back. With Rodrigo, the only way I could see Rodrigo.
It was Jonesy that said that. Jonesy
with
said
Rodrigo, the only way I could see that happening is a loan with a deal to buy. I just don't think we can splash out the money now unless we have a major. We get 50 million for Vieira, we get 40 million for Zinchenko. I just don't see it. See that happening.
50 quid.
Unless we do something like a loan with an obligation to buy for next season, that's could happen. We have pulled out big deals on deadline day before with Ozil and stuff like that. And we have got dealings with Real Madrid in the past. I'd be happy with both come. If Eze doesn't come, he doesn't come. It just gives a chance a bit more for Ethan and Max, like I say. But it's tough. After watching yesterday, the lack of creativity in that midfield, we were actually wanting Odegaard to come off just so someone else creative could come on and try something different. Without having that creative person on, I don't know. I do worry if we don't get in someone creative. I really do, especially if Odegaard doesn't improve on what we've seen so far. And I know it's only first game of the season, and I'm giving him, space to grow. But we need something else creatively because we can't rely on Saka. The left-hand side, we can't rely on whoever's out there at the moment. And then obviously Gyökeres needs time to gel.
And that's what I think we need, Liam, and it is that left winger. I mean, everyone's been saying it. I mean, you presume we're looking and scouting. I mean, what there is out there. I mean, wingers. Well, in our day, there was loads of them. Now everyone's you know what I mean. But everyone's now either like an attacking mid or want to be striker or introverted. There's not many out and out wingers. I know Saka's broke the mold a bit. But you're not really an out-and-out winger as such. Like Overmars and that back in the day. And then people link names out there like Leao, Milan. I mean, I don't think much of him at all. I mean, Rodrigo seems to be the name. But again, he's I just don't know, Liam. I don't know what you think. But...
I think the priority is potentially maybe to Rodrigo. I don't think we'll sign him on a cash deal this year. I think if we try and get him, it'd be a loan deal with an obligation to buy, which will afford us to be able to pay for him next year, which is what you think might be the case. And I just don't know. Do you know what I mean? I just wonder, right? And this is just me wondering if they're able to do that, will they be able to then pay for Eze to come into the club? Do you know what I mean? All right. The problem we got though is Tottenham are putting the approaches in, and Eze has gone and met Tottenham. I know that for a fact. Eze has gone and met Tottenham, and he's got to think of his career at the end of the day. Like, he's an Arsenal fan. Like, you're going to get the fans out there, ain't you, and go, "Oh, he's a skank. He's this, he's that." But in the day, mate, football's a short career. Yeah, it's a very short career, and his next contract is going to be his biggest contract as a football player, and it's in his peak years. Now, me personally, I look at yesterday, and I said, "There's no way he brings on one Airy or even a Max Downham in this kind of game." Yeah. But if Eze's on that bench or Odegaard's on the bench, he brings either one. He takes the one out and puts the one in. Yeah, you know what I mean. So, in my eyes, and I might get grilled for this, I would rather we brought Eze in and said to Palace, "Do you know what? We'll sort you out, Kivior, because apparently they want him, don't they? But we'll also give you one area on loan." Like,
I've said this.
One area then gets consistent minutes in a club that's just going to win the Charity Shield, that's just going to win the FA Cup. He's got Conference League football. He'll play every week, potentially, for them.
Yeah,
I just think it's a no-brainer in my eyes, because I look at yesterday and I think if Eze's on that bench, we bring him on. He's a game changer. We're not going to risk one area still, mate. I'm sorry. In games like that, right? And you could, like, Max Downham's going to be massive. He's going to be the next big thing. He's going to have, or could be the best out of a lot of them. But at the same time, right? Mikel's got to win a Premier League this time. He can't afford to take risks. He has to win the Premier League. Like, this is do or die for him in a lot of ways. I don't know whether it is actual do or die. We don't know. Like, the club are very loyal. But there's a lot of noise. Well, there's always been a lot of noise. and he has to do the right thing. And I just sit there and think, yeah, right. If you've got an Eze there, do you know what? You can fully rotate Eze and Odegaard, and Odegaard's then forced to play at his very best. Or do you know what? You're not in the team, mate.
Yeah.
And I just think that it makes sense all round for Nwaneri's development, for our squad, and the quest to win a Premier League. And I just wonder, like, are they waiting on the Rodrigo deal to see how they can get him?
It's like they're waiting for something
before making that Eze situation. But I think what the lucky thing is, yeah, right? Eze's not gone nowhere yet. Still, why has he not gone nowhere yet? Like, they hadn't agreed a deal with him up till Friday. I had it on good terms.
He's waiting for us to make a move.
Yeah, I had it on good terms that he was going to start Sunday, but then it looked like on Saturday that actually he weren't going to start for Palace, but he did start for Palace. I think that he's trying. I think he'd love to hold out. He'd love to hold out for that move, but whether he gets that move, I don't know. I really thought it'd happen. And I'll be honest, I'll be gutted if we lose him to them. Not because I think he'll make them much better, because I just don't think that they're at the level to be able to win the stuff with him that he would win with us.
Yeah.
But I do think
he'll
if
be
he comes
heartbroken
to
if he ends up there.
in that team, in that Arsenal team, I think he could cook in that team. And he's another player who's the difference between not winning a game at Fulham and winning a game at Fulham. And I'll use that example. Look what he did at the FA Cup there.
Yeah.
He's a match winner, mate. He's a match winner. He's what we're all crying out for. We want someone who can put the ball in the back of the net from them attacking zones as a midfield. Odegaard's got the ability to do it, but hasn't done it enough over the last 2 seasons.
No, definitely not. So that's true. We're hoping will come in. I mean, I can't see anyone else. I know it's a Brazilian defender. They look at Berendini or someone. I've never heard of him, but that's what I've been hearing the last couple of days. So obviously, George, we've already mentioned quite a few people that we'd like to see leave. I mean, the likes of Trossard, he's been linked with Villa or Fenerbahce. Zinchenko's been linked with Fenerbahce and Napoli. Kyrgios's been linked with Napoli, Milan, Palace, Porto. I mean, Lokonga, he's just going to go and hide in the field somewhere. No one wants him. Fabio Vieira might be going to Stuttgart. All these players, I mean, you'd like to think a few of them are going to go. I mean, the worry, obviously, has already been mentioned. There could be loan deals. But surely we'll sell a few.
Yeah, I think Lokonga. I don't think Lokonga has that much longer left on his contract either.
That's very good. It rhymes.
Yeah, Poet didn't even know it. But yeah, I think people like Nelson and Lokonga will probably go on loan. I wouldn't be surprised if Zinchenko, the same thing happens to him. What happened with Koscielny? That they just, because you can't
terminate him. Yeah, get rid of him.
Like not him personally, like the Doctor Who, like exterminate him out there.
I'll make it so much easier. We could do that in the future.
But I just think it's like some of the stuff that's apparently come out with this book and stuff. It's not great, is it?
No, it doesn't. That doesn't help, does it?
I see Leon Bailey left Villa today, so that's another winger. So maybe Villa. He's gone to Roma.
Has he?
Yeah, I think it's like on loan.
Jacob Ramsey's gone Newcastle, isn't he?
Yeah, so
I don't know. I will throw another name out. Sorry, George.
Yeah,
I've said this a couple of times now. Morgan Rogers. He's not available. I would love him.
Yeah.
But the Villa situation to me is very weird. They were rubbish the other day. I mean, I know they had a player sent off, but they were very poor. And it's very weird. The Martinez situation, he might be leaving, but he's still there. They haven't really signed anybody. Obviously, they're selling players, and I don't know if you've seen today on social media, but Tyrone Mings and John McGinn have put some little things on their thing about basically they're not. It doesn't sound like they're very happy that he's left, and it's just the way football's going. A couple of little digs, and it just doesn't seem rosy there at the moment. And I think we put a bid in for him, I think he would fall over himself to come down. I think he's an excellent player. And yeah, he's a game changer as well. And I think a deal could be done.
No,
if we don't
go
today.
Sorry, go on, Joseph.
No, I was just going to say, would you guys go for Semenyo?
Yeah, I was just going to say about Semenyo.
Yes, all day long.
And this is why I don't think.
Superb player, anyway. And what he had to go through the other day, and to do that after that, I mean, that's brilliant, amazing mentality. It shows what a superb young man he is, and he's quick.
That's why I don't think Rodrigo's the only option. That's the only thing that I do disagree with. I think there are other options. I think, obviously, I think Rodrigo only happens if it's a loan, like you guys said. But if we do sell players, there are people like Semenyo still available. I know he's only just signed a new deal, but that don't mean nothing these days, does it? Let's be honest. And I think a lot of people
on his bike, mate, and someone like Reece Nelson.
And I think a lot of people still forgot as well that Chelsea haven't signed Xavi Simons yet.
Yeah.
And then looks like they're getting Garnacho. Chelsea. So
really,
but what, do you know what I mean? If the option's there, why not? I'll
throw a name out to you quick.
No way.
Certainly number 2.
Bloody hell, shoot me now. But yeah, so that's what I mean. Someone like.
Hey, wait up, George.
Yeah.
You just made the list.
Brilliant.
Gooner is officially. Let's get the list out.
You made the list, Gooner.
On the list.
Love that. But yeah, I think there is options like
he's on the list.
Who we get? Yeah. But even that, the young kid at PSG. Like, if we could go for him, I think he's. I think that's a lot of money. Is it Bradley Barcola? But I don't know. I was listening to David Ornstein on on one of these podcasts, little podcasts, not like this one. Saying that he still expects Arsenal to bring in a couple more people even after sale. So it's.
I just love a little surprise, just a little bomb, just out of nowhere, I'm not asking for much.
And I don't.
You just had a surprise a minute ago.
Sancho.
Not a naked surprise.
But I think, and with Kivior leaving, I don't know. I can't see him going to another English team.
You must be on that list, Scotty.
Yeah, but he's probably near the top.
Yeah, he's not on the list at the moment.
Oh, is he not yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yet.
How is he
not
yet. How?
But,
how is he not on the list and I am?
As you said about Sancho, mate, Jesus.
Yes, well, I didn't say what he'd be doing.
Well, he won't be doing much, really.
Or start pouring the Guinnesses,
But yeah, I think Kivior will stay, if I'm honest. Unless an Italian club offers 30 million.
It's last year's winning of the Cannon and Jonesy Trophy for winning the Desmond segment.
Ain't that what Scotty?
Sponsored by Mark Scott.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah. Oh, what a man he is. That's why he's on the list.
Good, don't. Maybe I should have it like this all the time. Do you know what I mean? As a champion.
Why not? Why not have it all the time? Just fills me with more passion to win it. Trust me.
Jonesy's going to come off of the defending and Santa be smashed across the room for
that's it.
Nearly went then.
But yeah, I think what Arsenal need to do as well, the players that we've mentioned, there's still some young players there that need to be kind of offloaded. So we've still got Hines, not the coach, the goalkeeper.
Oh yeah, it's just age.
And then Josh. There's rumours that Josh Nichols was going to get started. So I don't know. I think someone in the Twitter group said they're expecting 2 or 3 people to go this week. I'd like to hope so, because then that gives us that final push.
Many more weeks, is there?
No, there's not.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks.
But then you never know. We might actually sign someone on deadline day for the first time for a while. But that's very risky. But I would like Eze. I think Eze is a different animal when it comes to us. I think he offers us. We're completely different with him.
Shocking.
The worrying thing is Sterling is still out there.
There's no way.
It's so bad. Is he out of contract, or is he still actually on contract at Chelsea?
No, he's meant to be going. There's talks he's going West Ham.
You being
I could
serious?
see that happening. To be
No,
fair,
no,
So can I.
there's a lot of talk because
they're in a
they
desperation.
need
now,
to
yeah.
replace. They need to replace Kudos apparently. So
I mean, they've got Chelsea, haven't they, on Friday night?
imagine we brought Ryan Sterling on the last game.
Oh, you know he scored against us. You fucking know it.
He wants to stay in London,
Yeah.
obviously, but not at Chelsea.
Of course he does, yeah.
because his kids at Arsenal,
his kids
isn't
are signed to Arsenal, yeah. So
Guys, can I just say something? I've heard it for about the third time now from old Nick. So I just want to say to you, mate.
You just made the list.
What's he been saying, Mr. Donut Man?
He's celebrating Laura Kirk following him on X.
I know he said it a few times. So,
He's that's a big win to be fair.
Is that because she likes gingers?
But because we're jealous about it, you're on the list. So yeah. To be fair, he's already on here, so I'm going to put ×2.
Brooks is like, oh.
I ain't got who?
she's that Arsenal. She's the Arsenal fan, redhead.
Redhead. Someone does all the videos
and stuff.
Is she on? Yeah, she's very annoying. Yeah, I know you mean.
She's not no Bella though, is she, Liam? No Bella.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Oh,
What Bella?
Someone's got a selfie with Bella, haven't they? Someone's got a selfie
Bella?
with Bella.
That's the name of one of my dogs.
Yeah, I wonder who's got that selfie. That's the quest for this year, mate. That's the quest.
Get her on the show.
Get her on the show.
She's not the legend on Saturday, is she?
No.
Nah, she won't be, mate.
So what?
She won't
So
be.
yeah. So what is
That's
going on
me.
with the coronet now? So have you got to pay to go in there now?
On away games, you have to pay to go in there. On home games, it's free, but you're standing up, and it's a £5 to get a seat at a table with a £1.50 booking fee as well. So £6.50.
I want to know if you're allowed to move around tables. Have I got to talk to the same people for the whole day? Like that's a bit.
I don't like it that much.
Handcuffed by your ankle to your table.
Well,
I
at
ain't
least
being funny yet. I ain't being funny yet, right? But like, fans like us, yeah, right? It's not just us. There's like probably 10s, 20s, 100s. You know, what I mean, 50s, 100s. They're going in there, loyal there every week, and now they're being told,
disgusting.
Do you know what I mean? You can't sit down. If you want to sit down, you got to pay £6.50.
You've got to pay. That's outrageous.
It just don't sit right with me. It don't sit right with me whatsoever.
Time I sit down.
I don't think it's that great a pub to be at a charge.
Mate, if you're watching now, yeah, Mr. Owner, you could do any worse and get the Cannon and Jonesy in there. They'll put on a good show.
We'll do a live show, don't worry.
Mate, that'd be fucking all Leeds penalty.
Strip show.
Yeah, I think it's overturned though.
We can do the Queens of the Cannon for the women. So
exactly.
Can't be long left.
Yeah.
Was it 10 minutes to go?
It's just a room.
I think it's gone to
Who's
VAR
taking
at
it?
the moment.
Just to ruin my clean sheet potential against Leeds.
Be overturning. I'll kill Joy Bart.
They probably will. Oh, they might have got it. I don't know. On the it says there's VAR.
This is like Sky Sports News, isn't it? On Gillette Soccer
It's annoying
Saturday.
me. I don't really want Leeds winning because they're going to our game full of confidence.
Yeah, it's a penalty scored goal.
Go on. Dirty Leeds.
Leeds 1-0.
Ooh.
Leeds.
Right, that's my Tarkovsky clean sheet.
Well, that's good news then.
I want it to be 8-0 now on Saturday.
Yeah, go on. Be nice, wouldn't it? Give them a good humping.
No, apparently though they're charging and that because I've looked into it a bit more. My friend sent me pictures as I showed you guys last night. It was so empty.
Yes.
I thought you was being serious. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell with the sarcasm on the text messages.
No, they were real. And apparently they had a live band that didn't show up.
Wow.
So they just had a DJ, and Jermaine Pennant was just sitting there on his own all afternoon.
Jermaine Pennant was in there?
Yeah, because nobody wanted to have a picture done with him.
But you know why?
One guy called him a cunt as he was leaving as well.
But you know why he was probably there.
And it wasn't me.
I wasn't there.
He's probably there trying to promote his. Because I looked a bit more into this, so he's been a busy lad as old Jermaine Pennant. On Friday, he was at Box Park promoting his podcast with old Jermaine Genus at the Fantasy Football launch.
Cool, that's a podcast I want to listen to.
I said Pennant and Genus, it's called.
Jermaine Jeans is still upset. He didn't get
Jermaine-
match of the day.
Out from that rock.
Pennant and genus, penis. But it's not called that. There you go. But yeah, so now
No
we
comments. No comments.
know. But then the thing that got me was they said, "Oh, you can meet the club legend, Jermaine Pennant." When was he a legend?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who's next? Justin Hoyt. Right.
I don't know if they've announced who's there.
I looked earlier; they hadn't. So
Moritz Foltz.
I'm trying to fit someone who's played for Arsenal and Leeds. No, I don't know.
David O'Leary. Is he play for Leeds?
Yeah, I don't think it'll be him.
No. Too
It's
good.
more
yeah.
got more chance being Eddie Nketiah or something.
Who was that young? And he didn't really do it for us. And he went to Leeds. Sam something or other.
Oh, Sam Greenwood was it?
I reckon you should get Andy.
Yeah.
Mock. That's
Andy
who it should be. Yeah? Get Andy in there. Get Andy in there, mate.
Definitely.
No,
Oh,
you
it could
can't
be
rely on him.
Sanchez. It could be Sanchez. What? I just thought about that.
Sanchez. What?
He follows me on Twitter actually.
Of course he does.
Yeah, he
Well, you sound like Nick now.
No, there's nothing to be jealous of.
Oh no, Drake. He's really not.
No.
He was a player. Scored a hat
I
trick.
tell you what, it was a good hat-trick he scored though.
It was.
Mate, when he first come through, I really wanted him to do it because we brought him when he was 15, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of hype around him, but
Yes.
made the hat-trick pissed though. He's right, mate. He made the hat-trick pissed up. Played with all, like Thierry Henry and all that lot. Fair play.
Yeah.
Who is?
Bit too friendly with Ashley Cole, though, for my liking.
Oh, here we go again. Here he is.
Yeah.
Ashley Cole on a mobile phone. But that's
That'd
another
be
story.
Arsenal.
That's another story for another day.
Do tell us, Nick.
That'd be
You just made the list.
Arsenal Chelsea.
That's right. That clip will never get boring.
It would never will.
Well, on that happy note,
Old
Guys and girls.
Rosie not holding back once again.
She's not even in a title
Yeah,
race
no,
anymore,
I mean-
is she?
Jermaine Pennant scumbag. Yeah.
yes. That's being polite, to be fair. I mean, it's after 9 o'clock now, so you feel free to say what you really feel.
I think we've been saying what we want around 8:45, I think.
Oh, yeah. There's no filter with me. What you see is what you get. Yeah.
Come on, Leeds, hold on.
What's that?
Said, come on, Leeds, hold on.
Right. Well,
Yeah, you don't need never a goal there, do you? Did you go for Leeds to win?
I went to Leeds to win, yeah.
I think you won it this week anyway, mate.
I think it's
Do you know what the
done.
scores are?
I was up by 1, so I think it was 6-5 going into this game.
Ooh.
That's a close one.
So it all depends on
What
Everton
did you
getting
have,
an
Liam?
equaliser or
Yes,
not.
It does, yeah, I'm sure it does.
Oh, is that what you got?
Interesting. We'll see.
Right. Well, I think we all shall wrap it up then, boys. Thank you for everybody who's very kindly sent a message and got involved. Very much appreciated. Andy, thank you. God bless you. Hopefully see you next week. Much love,
Start
up
looking at that
north,
contract. Might have to start looking at that contract we give him.
hopefully you'll get Wi-Fi in Yorkshire one day, wherever you are.
He's gone to bed, I think.
Yeah, bless him. Jonesy and George, thank you very much for coming on and brightening up our lives.
No worries. Thanks a lot for having us on. Great show.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Cheers.
And Liam, as always, my co-host and chum. Always
Thank
a
you very much, sir.
sensation.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, and well, we've won one. Another game to go. First home game of the season. People are moaning about Bucharest. George says he's going to score a hat-trick. So happy days. Thank you very much, everybody, and good night.